Hello, hello,
Good evening, sir. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, Smart. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear
Yes,
you. We are
we
responding.
can
We are
hear you.
responding.
Okay, we are going to start this class now. Um, Savior, you are on a crowded background. Please move out from that place to a suitable place. I don't want any distraction. Please, I don't want any distraction. If you are ready to defend, you are supposed to be on the location where there is no noise. So, Arismat, are you ready to defend your project?
Yes, I'm ready, sir.
You are ready to defend your project. So before we
Yes.
start, so far, how was the experience on your project?
Okay. For me, it has actually been a tough one because there are some, let me say, there are some codes I needed to go find online. That's there are some questions that demand me to actually do more research. So it's really made it a bit tough for me, and adding to the fact that with my workload in school, so it was a lot. But I thank God I was able to put through. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you were able to finish up. So was the challenges you were having? The challenges. I just want to know what is the challenge you were having.
Okay. Basically, I think towards those areas you were asking us for, I think visualization using um all those histoplots and all those area. I've not really grasped that area, so not really grasped so much there. So I think that's basically that. So that area really took a lot of my time, though I have not really understood it perfectly, sure. So
Okay. And remember, project is for you to research so that you have a better understanding of what you were taught in our previous class. So it's a research work which you are supposed to do and with all your time, effort, okay? Okay?
yes,
Hope you understand.
yes,
Okay,
I get you, sir.
now you can share your screen for your Python program so you can defend your Python code for us. So let's see.
Okay, okay, sir. Am I using the document or I'm using the Google Colab, sir?
First, I need your code. I need your code, not your document. You have to defend your code, your document, and your Power BI.
Okay, sir. Uh, I don't know. There is a window I'm going to click on, or entire screen. Finding it how to share for me. On my phone. Share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming up. Yes, I can see your screen now.
Okay, okay, sir. Can I proceed, sir?
You can proceed.
Okay, okay. So first of all, I want to say thank you, sir, for this privilege. I do not actually take it for granted. Like this particular program has really opened my eyes to a lot of things. So before starting the presentation, I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the effort. Thank you very much, sir. So I will delve into the presentation now. So when this project was actually being given to us, there was a file, that was a CVS file containing um, sales data. So, and we had to actually, to analyze um, this particular file containing a lot of informations. And the first thing, making use of Google Colab, because Colab is how will I put it now, is a platform where you can actually run our Python codes. And the first thing is to actually import our NumPy, Panda, MATLAB, um, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. The NumPy basically, that one helps in the numerical aspect of Python, so it makes it more visible. Same thing. Panda helps us in our analysis. The Matplotlib basically in the area of visualization. So when we are importing, I import it as NumPy. Just actually, those are their names: NumPy, Panda, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. But just because I don't want to make my work so much cumbersome, I actually represent NumPy to be NP, Panda to be PD, Matplotlib as PLT, and Seaborn as SNS. So going into the going forward, I import the data. And for me to actually import this data, I must actually first create a variable. So the variable df, we call the variable df equals to pd dot read underscore csv. So then we import this particular data. Actually, how I imported mine, it was directly from my folder. Not, I didn't send it to my drive. So I just imported it from there, and I was able to get this. Then the next thing I did was that I ran the code, and it actually gave me this data that we're actually seeing here. Initially, when I did this, I made a mistake. I was getting like, okay, if you can see under here, let me scroll a little bit down. You can see, if you can see my arrow, this is the total rows and this is the total columns. So initially, when I uploaded the file, I just started running the code, so it was now giving me error. I didn't allow it to load initially, so I sure was now noticed that there was something wrong. I didn't really notice that there was something wrong after some, I think, few days to the submission. And I said, okay, let me just run this data again, because Google Colab was demanding me to re-upload the data, and I re-uploaded it and I saw something different. So that now made me to start all my work afresh. So as it is now, this is the correct data, and we can see that we have up to like from A, we have 1,185,950 rows of data, and 11 columns. And in the columns, we have the unnamed, that should be the serial numbers. We're starting from zero down to the last value there. The order IDs of the sales data, product, you can see MacBook Pro, quantity order, price each, order date. That means the date that all the product had been ordered. Purchase address, that means the location where all these data will be the products will be gotten from. Months, you can see the sales, the amount that the product was being sold, New York City, and the hour. So everything, all the informations, they were actually stated. So basically, we have 11 columns and 185,150 rows. So going forward, based on the question that was being asked, that we were being told to do, so we should do an explorative data analysis. So the first question that they say, what is the time frame of this data set? So time frame of this actually want us to know, though if you look at the data, we will see that there are a lot of mix up of information. If you look at the other dates here, there are a lot of mix up. We will see that the dates are not well aligned. But with the use of this particular code, you can see that DF is still available, and the other date is what we are calling, that's one of our data sets. And you see, I call to get this start and the end date. I okay call a variable start underscore date df other date. And the reason why I'm calling this other date is for us to, that's the column, so it help us to actually generate um it was to find what we're actually looking for, and we can see the method that we use here, min. So that means it's going to give us the minimum value. Are you getting me? It's going to give us the minimum value. That's going to be the start date now. Are you getting me? So it's going to be the start date. So it's going to help us to generate it in the column. If you are to be analyzing, maybe we're able to see all the data. It will be very very cumbersome. But with the help of Python and using this code, it helps us to generate it specifically. And also the end date. So the end date, we want to know the maximum date. Like you can see from the result that we got, we saw that it's 2020. You can see 2019, 2020. So from this particular result, it actually showed us that there is just a 1 year gap, indicating that all, from the note I wrote here, it shows a 1 year gap, indicating that all others were made between 2019 and 2020. So that's just the time frame. So the start date is 2019, and you can see it. That's 2019 January. That's the first day in 20 in January 2019, and the end date 2020, same January, 1st of January, and you can see the dates there. They are being stated specifically, and that was possible due to how you call it now, because of this our method that we use, min and max. It was able to help us to extract it from the data. So this I'll be going to the second question under that first. How many rows and column are there in the data set? Though initially, if you come to this table, you can actually detect it from here. If you can look, you can see my arrow, right? Are we following?
Yes, I can follow. Follow.
Mm. Okay. So we can see even from the first when we ran the code initially, and it gave us this data set, we can see that we have 185,950 rows and 11 columns. So this one has already given us the answer, but it still needs to go further and still make it more visible here. So here now I call my variable row and shape. The shape is a kind of data type. So after I call the row, I call the column, and mm, there was a time Mr. Moses was actually teaching us. They made mention of something about axis. If it's axis zero, if it is zero, that means you are talking about the row, and if it's one, that means it's going to give you something related to the column. I hope you are getting me. So after we've written our code, then I called it using the print function. So print, this is another way of calling the to get our results. F in the column, number of rows, and in parentheses. But this time around, we are going to be using a curly bracket if you are going to be using this kind of print function. If there's another way we can do it, we can say print row, and it's going to give us the exact value. But because we need to write some details inside so that we can get, okay, like kind of interpreting it to a layman, number of row. So it's going to give us the answer. So the number of row now you can see 185,950, and number of column is 11, which actually correlates with what is on the table. So question theory: are there missing values? From here, there is no missing value. So how can we actually generate it? The first thing is to create a variable. I created a variable missing value, missing underscore values. Df dot is null. Is null is a method to actually help us to know if there is a missing value in a data set. And dot sum, the other one, so that sum too is as another method help us to actually bring all the data together to actually see if there is any missing value. And after running calling forth the missing value, we can see that in all the columns, you can see everything is zero. So it actually depicts that missing there is no any missing value. And also I also went ahead to also actually use is now. I think those two methods, they have same function. So when I did is now also and called it, it gave me same thing. So it's not and it's now help us to actually detect if there is a missing value in a data set. So as you can see, there is no missing data from the data set. So I'm going to be going to number 4. What are the data type of each column? So this time around, there is a sorry, my system is hanging currently. Just give like 30 seconds to come back. Okay, it's back. Whew. Okay, here now we just df. That's our variable. So it's we want to know the kind of data types. Are you getting me? The data type um of our data. So like for instance now, the unnamed column. If you go, let me scroll up a little bit. This is the unnamed column. We can see this is an integer. So our unnamed column, the data type is an integer. Order ID is an integer. This one, the product is a string. The quantity order is 1. Okay, integers, they are basically whole numbers. So in Python, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all those ones are integer. This MacBook Pro, all these one, Python reads them, sometimes call them objects, but they are also strings. You can see our quantity order, they are all integers. But um, in a case when there is now a decimal, Python actually interprets it as float, float. So you can see for price ish, if you go to price ish, you can see where's price ish. You can see price ish, right? Are you following me? Are you with me? Hello. Hope I'm not the only one talking here. Okay, thank you. So for the price ish, you can see is a float because it has a decimal number. So any decimal number, the in Python the data type from is float. So we can see the other date time. It gave us okay, this is related to date, purchase address, object. Actually, that's a string. Month. Our month comes as integer. Sales comes as float. City comes as um what do you call it as object, which is strings. Hour, which comes as integer. So I don't want to waste time and just be going. I don't want to be going back and forth, so that we always take a lot of time. So the question 5: are there duplicate in the data set? So we want to know, in when it comes to data analysis, there is this part of data analysis that is like expected of us, like to we are before we go further in the analysis, we are expected to clean the data, to check for duplicate, to check for maybe some missing values, to check yes. So yeah, now we want to know if there is a duplicate values. And most of the time, if we peradventure maybe find a duplicate value, it is expected of us to actually remove the data, maybe in particular rows, but they expected of us to remove it. So here now, to actually get this, we are going to call, maybe you use a duplicate. That's a variable. df dot duplicated. This duplicated here is a method. So it's a method in Python to actually help us to detect if there is a what they call it, if there is a duplicate data in the data set. Are you getting me? So after running it, you can see there was what, zero duplicate. So that means our data set is clean. Are you with me?
Yes, yes, you can continue.
Okay. So you can see the next thing here is that we should search for, okay, to describe. I think I mistakenly delete that. We should describe our data set. Okay, this one now, there is a particular method in Python called describe. This one help us to like summarize, give us a summary of what the table actually entails. It kind of help us to categorize it, and you can see in this form, it help us to count the number of rows. You can see we have 185,950. That's the number. That's the total number of rows that we have, and it does it across all the columns. That is our name, order ID, quantity, order price, age, order date, month, sales, and hour. Mean, it helps us to calculate the mean of of all the all the data sets. The minimum, it helps us to count. If you notice now, under unnamed starts with, that's the unnamed is the maybe the first one. Are we following?
Hello, you
Are we
can
following?
continue. Maybe
Okay,
yes,
okay.
we are following. You can continue. Your
Oh,
network is disturbing.
yeah, somebody called me just now, so that was interrupted my. Sorry, sir. So minimum is, that is why we see the minimum is zero, and you see it's the 25%, maybe 50% of the data set, 25%. Like it help us like give us a summary of what the old table actually entails. The max is, it also shows us the max. This one is standard deviation. It gave us the standard deviation. So that's a function that helps us to describe our data set. So going next to the next question is order statistics. So here now the first question is how many unique order are there in the data set? So in the first thing first is for us to first create a variable. We want to know the unique order that are actually present in data set. So from here now, since we have an order ID, so we have something to work on, right? So we have a unique ID, df. This is our data set. We've been working with df. So we just open a how do I put it now? A data set and put the order ID, and then use a method called n unique. The n there is number. That means number of unique. Are you getting me? So it help us to extract the total number of unique orders. So then we print it, and then we give us number of print order, which is 1,178,437. So that's how we were able to get that. Okay, what is this distribution of order statistics, e.g., delivered or pending? But the thing is that in the given data set, it does not display any details or column for delivery or shipment date. So, for me actually to actually get this is quite hard because the information is not provided. Let me go to the next question. How many unique customers are there? So I can't also ascertain the unique customer because the data is not provided. I think that is being provided now. It will be very easy to actually analyze it. Um, so where did I press? Okay. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, let's go to the geographical insights. That's the next question. Which countries are included in the data set? Okay, from the data set, there is no particular country that was actually being stated, but from the nature of the data that we have, we actually I was able to detect that okay, the country specifically that all the data set was actually being generated from is United States of America. Um, so I'll let me go further. What is the distribution of orders across different region? So we want to know how these our orders. We want to know how it is being distributed from this each region in USA. Are you following me? So to do this, I said this. I just like it. That's a variable. This underscore odd underscore difference underscore region. Just talking about this distribution of order across different region. So I give that this my data set city. And no, don't forget that city is also is part of our data set, the column. And I use a method called value count. So since we are okay, so they said that was the distribution of order across different regions. So here now we are being demanded to actually provide all the regions. So I use the add method. This add method on the normal day, if we just call the add method without putting any number inside, it will just give us the first top five. But here now, I want to get all the regions that are actually available. So I input 10 and I was able to get all the regions. Initially, I put 11, but got to know that, okay, there is no more values there. So just only 10 regions there. And then we're able to get this particular data. Like that is the distribution order. We can see San Francisco 44737. We can see the count. You can see the counts. Los Angeles, New York, Boston, Atlanta, Dallas, Seattle, Portland, and Austin. So we can see it there. And also all these particular stuff they are also visualized. I'm still coming down to that so that we can see the visualized from to actually make sense to us. Number three, let me can you identify the top five cities with the highest number of orders? So here now, this time around, I'm still using same code, but this time around, I'm just like taking the top five. I hope you guys are still following me. So I'm only taking the top five. Even if I didn't put this five here, I will still get the normal. I will still get five outputs because the add method normally without putting anything in the method, it will give you the um first five data. But I still just for just to just how will I put it now? Just to be just to be sure, I just put the five there. So I still get my result. So the top 560 with the highest we have San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York City, Boston, and Atlanta. Okay, I'm going to be going for now. Then the next question is under product categories. How many unique products? That's question one. How many unique products categories are there? So here now specifically, we are hammering on product from the data set. So we want to know the number of unique products actually that are actually in our data set. So I use the underscore unique the variable rather unique product categories, and I call for the products using first. I use a method called unique, and also I still use n unique. That's the number of unique product. It gives us number of unique, but first I use unique, and this time around when I press that, it gave me all the products that are actually available in the data set. So we can see they are up to like they are 19 in total. This unique give us an array of all the data sets. Are you getting me? That are actually present here. You can see the data type. The data type give me as an object, which is a string. Okay, so then I now come again to answer the question another way. This one basically just help us to see the whole product that actually present in our data set. And this n unique, when I came here to use n unique, This one basically help us to get the total number of the product. You know that, don't forget that we have up to like 180 something thousand datas, but it helps us to extract the number of products that are actually present in the data set. So basically, n unique help us to get the exact amount. So if you count this number, Mac, MacBook Pro down to LG dryer, we are going to see that everything is 19. There are 19 in total. Okay, let me move on. What are the most popular product category based on sale? So here now, um, first of all, we are grouping, and if you are grouping based on the question, they talk about popular products and sales. So since we have our product column and also we have our sales column, so then that means we have something to work with, right? So we have this product sale. I call it product sale because we are grouping it, right? Product sale, that's my variable. You can see group by. Group by is a method too. I get man. I call the our product and also our sale and sum it. And then I came down here, most popular product sales, IDX marks. This one help us to generate the most popular product. And the other these other marks help us to generate the how do I put it, the value. Okay, let me put it in number way. This marks basically it works with number. I don't know maybe if I'm right, but I think I'm right. It works with number, but the IDX mass it helps. I think it's still it helps to generate more of strings and objects. So that's how I'm able to get the most popular products, which is MacBook Pro laptop, with a total of eight on eight, eight, eight you can see the number of sales. I'm sorry, I think one, two, three, one, two, okay, 8 million plus sales, 8 million plus sales, and also this will be also be visualized when I open the um, Power BI. You are going to see the visualization is really going to make sense. And number three, can you identify the top five selling products? So using can you identify the top five selling products? So here now we are still making use of the same code that we make, but this time I will call it top five products. We are still grouping by product and but this time around we are merging product and quantity order, and we are using n largest. This n largest is also a method. In Python there are thousands, should I say thousands of methods that are actually available. So here now you can see I use n largest and five. So I want to know the five the top five selling products, and this is the outcome. You can see A batteries, USB charge, and charging cable. All this one too, we see it in the visualization. Customer segmentation. This is another um, heading for another question. How are customers segmented based on the segmented column? Here now, there was no segmented column from my own observation that was provided. So hence there is no customer were not segmented. Question two, let me be fast. What is the average order value for each customer segment? So the absence of segment column can't actually help us to actually, it will be very, very difficult to ascertain the average order value for each customer segment. So this is because there is no customer details to work with, just like I said initially. So let's go to the next one, the shipping insight. Oh, press it again. Okay, shipping insight. What are the different shipping modes available? That's the question. Here too, there is no data provided as regarding shipping, so there's no there's no way to actually give an answer to that. How does the shipping mode related to the order date and delivery date? Another thing, delivery date was not given, shipping mode was not given. So it's very, very hard for us to actually, to get relationship between the order date and delivery date. So it's very hard. So I now said, however, it's just for us to maybe understand something. The meaning of these particular stuffs are stated. Order date, the day an order is placed. That's the meaning of order date. Shipping mode. That one determines the speed of delivery. Are you getting me? Delivery date, the day the customer received the order, which is directly affected by the chosen shipping mode. So the shipping mode can actually determine the talks about the rate at which the order will be received, maybe by the customer. So maybe due to one factor or the other, it could be distance, or it could be something maybe that happened on the way when the product or the order, when the let me say, yeah, the product is actually, when it's being delivered. So a lot of factors can be seen there. Number three, are there any pattern in shipping mode based on region? Since just like since shipping mode data are not stated, therefore the pattern cannot be, we can't deduce it. So sales distribution. Okay, this was the area I started like having a little bit of challenge. So we want to know the overall distribution of sales value. So PLT, this PLT, that one is map plot. That one basically is helps us to visualize, um it helps us to visualize data. The SNS, that's the symbol, CBON, that one, and we see dot east plot. So we can actually plot this particular data. You can see this is histogram. So that is why we call that method, this, you see, is plot. And we say PLT title, distribution of the sales value. You can see from the table, it gave us you can see the distribution of sales value. PLT X label, that is sales. Science student, you must have heard about the abscissa and the. So the x-axis, we label it to be sales, and if you come here, you can see sales, right? So that's the sales, and the y-axis frequency, and that's it there. So PLT shows. So this one, we gave it a command to actually show the data. Okay, let me just proceed. Are there any outlier in the sales data? Okay, first thing first, um, outliers basically, they are maybe in a given data set. When you have, maybe for instance, let me use a data of maybe from 0 to 10. Maybe let me use 0 to 10. And in that bit, in between the 0 to 10, maybe you are getting some, let me say, maybe you are getting a value with a difference of plus 1, let me say, or minus 1. Are you getting me? You are getting a difference of plus, but there is now a particular one that is now giving you up like 15 in, like, looking at the difference with other data. So that particular data set, are you getting, that particular data is an outlier. Are you getting me? I don't know, maybe I'm right with that illustration, but I think that's how I understand outlier. When something is in excess, when is in excess compared to other data sets. So basically, so these are the how we are able to generate. On the more serious part, on the more serious note, I don't really understand this. Um, I shall copied. I hacked. I went online and copied the value, and from here, the number of outlier that we got is 37,020, 37,027. So can you visualize the distribution of sales for each product category? You can see this one doesn't really give us the visualization, but once we get to Power BI, is going to really make sense. You can see PLT figure, just like what we did initially to that one, and we said PLT show, and it showed us this. So profit analysis, I think this should be the last question. Calculate the total profit for each order. Okay, here now, whether the cost or the cost of item were provided in the data set. So, assuming the cost factor was established, a mere deduction of the cost per product from the sales would actually result in the individual product for each other. So we're unable to actually calculate the total profit because some data sets are actually missing. Number two, what is the average profit margin? See, same thing. We can't actually detect, you know, the average profit margin since the some cogent informations or data set are actually not present in our in the sales data. Number three, identify the top five order orders with the highest profit. With the highest is this too we can't actually detect it because I say without the cost data, because I can't determine this go about it because it's not in the data set. So project deliverables, summary of key findings. Okay, from everything I've been saying so far, there are some things okay I want to actually talk on. Okay, just like I said, although the data set contained no missing values, we actually saw that right. We actually saw that there's no missing values. So it lacked key information such as cost per product, shipping date, delivery date, which could have enhanced the analysis and yielded more valuable insight. So during the examination of delivery status, I found that the only available parameter was the order date, just the order date actually, preventing me from completing the analysis. So in my review of profit, I realized that there were insufficient parameters. No, there are a lot of information that were actually omitted, so I was unable to actually get the profit, the total profit. So I've yeah, that's that. So based on my findings, I recommend that the company monitor their product purchase cost as maximizing profit is essential for many business. So the provided data frame indicates a clear deficiency, actually a serious deficiency in this area. I think maybe they're having a system that is malfunctioning that was not enabling them to actually generate these important informations. Additionally, I suggest that shipping details be clearly defined to facilitate easy tracking of an order status, including whether it has been shipped or delivered, and any actionable recommendation based on the analysis. So this is me recommending that the company implement a system to track and record key information, just like I said, such as cost per product, shipping, and delivery date. This will enhance the analysis of profitability because we asked about profit now and improve our order tracking, ultimately leading to better decision making and increased efficiency in operation.
Your mic is not working well. Please check your mic.
Oh, okay, sir. What about now, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you. You can continue.
Okay, okay. Should I take the actionable recommendation again?
No problem. So I want to give you your feedback of what you have done. I
Okay,
think on your data set, which you loaded, I see double indexing. So please, whenever you are working with data sets, I want you to always take note of your index. Drop
okay,
your index, the one that is untitled. You drop it and leave the first index. Okay. So you
okay,
tried a lot. You tried. I really appreciate your effort and also your questions. I deliberately gave you some questions which was not in that data set. I want you to see what you can do and what you can recommend for
okay,
us. I want to say a big thank you for giving me those insights which I needed. And also, I
thank
want you
you.
to visualize your Power BI. Okay, you can visualize
Okay,
your Power BI. Let me see.
okay, sir. Okay, can we see it? Is it clear?
You can no, I'm not seeing it now.
Oh,
So I want you to
okay, okay. Let me
visualize your
just.
Power BI.
Okay, I'm coming, sir. Uh, okay. I want to stop sharing now. Reshare with something else.
If your Power BI is not loaded yet, you can share your normal written document so that I can see before
Okay,
it load up. Okay.
okay, sir. I'm coming, sir. Uh, my God. Let's
So
proceed.
I got a visitor here, and at the end of the class, I would like to speak with the visitor. Okay,
Okay,
and
sir.
Ellen is our visitor here, and at the end of the class, I will speak with Ellen. So, um, have you? Okay, you are about to share the screen.
Yeah, I'm coming. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's not. Okay, can we see it now? Hello.
I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing your screen now, but I'm seeing a Telegram.
Yeah, I've already uploaded it now. I think maybe it's network.
Okay,
It's still not showing.
no, it's
Hi.
Telegram. I'm seeing. It's your
Okay.
Can you close your Telegram and launch code your project for us to see? I'm just in your Telegram. So
Okay. I think it's based on what I was sharing from this.
okay, now if you cannot access it, go to your drive. Let us see your drive. Go to your
Oh,
folder. Let us see
okay.
those
Okay.
things
Okay.
you uploaded. So don't waste our time. Go to
Okay, sir.
your Google Drive. Open it from there. Okay, please.
Okay, I'm ready. Please, some minutes. Let me find a way to go around it. Oh, yeah, do quick, do quick.
We are not supposed to waste time. You were expected to get everything ready before coming to class. Please, you are expected to get everything ready. I always notify you guys to prepare yourself and get everything ready. I don't like this, okay? And Savior, hello, Savior.
Yes, sir. Sir,
I'm
can
not
you,
hearing you if you are speaking.
sir, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can, are you get? Yes, I can hear you. Hope you are getting ready. Please get everything ready for us not to distract ourselves. Okay. Now, Every Smart, we are
Can we
seeing
see
your
my screen?
screen
Can we
now.
see my screen?
Yes, yes, we can see your
Okay.
screen. So I want you to show us your Power BI.
Okay. Can we see it?
Yes, I can see it now. You can explain for us.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry
Don't
for
zoom it.
wasting taking out.
Don't zoom it. Leave it like this. Don't zoom it. Okay.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can.
Okay. So we can see um from what I've been seeing so far, like from the code, we can see that there are sometimes they're asking me, okay, what is the relationship between products and the sale, product and quantity order, um which other one? You can say sum of quantity ordered, but let me just start taking each one by one. Sum of price each by city. So we can see using this particular data set, it's actually visualize. It helps us to see using this particular data. I think this is a a bar chart. Yes, a kind of inverted bar chart. So you can see San Francisco actually add San Francisco is a city in US, Los Angeles is a city, New York is a city, Boston is a city, Atlanta is a city, and we can all see from this particular city that they have different price each, and San Francisco happen to have actually have the highest. Yeah, and the next one I'm going to talking about. I hope you can see, you can hear me right.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So the next one is sum of quantity ordered by product. If you can still remember, there is a particular place they asked us a certain particular question on that. Yeah, when they said we should find the five topmost. So here now is the data set. We can see the first data there. Then when I was reading is AA battery. So this helps us to actually visualize it. This is what is called pie chart. In visualization, there are different charts and graphs that help us to 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 tell the informations that we have, like I would like to give us a kind of insight to our data set. And so that's the OSS of Power BI to help us to visualize. And in this one of quantity order by product, we're able to detect that all these products, how they were being listed is from from the top to the list. Are you getting me? So the first one there with this sky blue color, which is AA battery, that was the product with the most quantity that was ordered. Are you getting me? Most quantity ordered. So that's that. I'm going to be talking on this next table. I hope you can see it. So this one, we are actually, when it comes to visualization, we can actually play around it. You see, play around the each different data that was given to us so that we can actually generate some data set. So you can see
Okay,
some of our.
okay. Are smart, are
Yes,
smart.
sir.
Your Power BI is okay. Although I really appreciate you for working on this Power BI, but I also recommend you when you are working with data set,
Okay.
play with maps. I was expecting you to get a map to categorize their location and all, and
Mm,
you did not give me that. And so
mm.
you
I'm sorry,
tried,
sir.
like you tried, but
I'm sorry.
I am giving you some idea in case you are working on data. You are here to
Mm.
learn, so I'm teaching you. With the help of your project, I'll be able to teach you some things you need to know. And
Yes, sir.
also, when you are working with your Power BI, please, not just this I showed you, like comprising all the charts.
Okay, sir.
You need to make all your chart bold on a separate um, sheet. I know they have different sheets, right? You can
Yes, sir.
make each chart on each sheet and save it. Okay, you try.
Yes, sir.
I want to see your write up, your project research write up. So I want to see your project research.
Okay, sir. I'm coming. Oh my God. Can you see it?
No, I've not seen it yet. I've not
I
seen
think
it. You can.
I, I think
You are.
the reason why
You are.
sir,
You
I'm
are
coming.
still on the Google Drive. You are still on the
Yes,
Google Drive now. You close it.
yes,
Close it at this point. Yes, you open your file here. So
okay, I'm
open
opening
it.
it.
So
Oh,
before the work open, I want to speak with Ellen. Ellen, can you speak? I want to hear from you, and I want to hear your voice and where are you from, your name, everything about you, please, before we get started. Is Ellen in class? Is Ellen here? Are you smart?
yes, sir.
Is the work
Like I don't know,
loading?
it's not. Yeah, it's loading, but
Click on
it's not. Yeah, I've already clicked on it. It's not
Ellen.
opening.
Try to open it, okay? Ellen,
Okay, it's open.
Ellen, can you unmute and speak?
Hello, sir. It's open.
Okay, open your work.
Okay, can you see it, sir?
I've not seen it. Share your screen to
Now
that.
I've already
You only share the Google Drive, okay? You share your screen to the world.
okay. Okay, can you see now? Hello, sir. Can you see now?
It's coming up, okay? It's coming up. Yes, I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. So, sales data analysis. I can proceed, right?
Yes, you can proceed.
Can I proceed? Okay, okay.
Yes, proceed,
Sales data
proceed.
analysis is a CM Tech project. Okay, by Eni Afia Yomide Emmanuel. That's my name. Though most persons know me as Aris. So this work was submitted on Wednesday, that's 23rd April 2025. So basically, what I said for my code on Google Colab, so they are all listed here. The time frame of data, exploratory data analysis. So it's still same thing there. 1,000, you can see total rows, 185,000. Total columns, 11 columns, missing value, there is none. Data type, unnamed, you can see integer string. So I don't want to spend much time because of you can see duplicate record. We didn't have any duplicate record, so that's none. And a quick statistical description of numerical contents. That was when we used our describe method the other time to get this. So came here to actually put it in our document for easy visualization. So that's that. Other statistics. You can see from the other statistics I gave the other time, I was able to get 178,437, but I didn't do it for each column, that is product, quantity order, and the rest. But because of time, but here now they are all being stated. They're all being stated. You can see the unique data for product 19, and if we actually add all the values together, it's going to give us this total unique orders. Geographical insight. So here now, countries in data set,
Okay,
no country.
okay. Thank you.
Okay,
You
sir.
have tried a lot. I really
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
you. I recommend you. And stop sharing your screen. I will preview your certificate for you that
Thank you very
you
much.
did a lot
Thank you
and
very
you
much,
are
sir.
proving that you are from CM Tech. Okay.